All right, so in today's video, we're gonna be watching a bronze console player who switched to PC, and this is their first ever ranked game on PC. So they played console, but now they're on PC. And this is their first ranked game, so they don't have a rank yet. And they've been playing for, I think it was a few months now. And this is like their first ranked game on PC. So we'll see how it goes. What was the rank on console? Bronze. That's certainly a strategy by the Winston. Just to put a bubble at the doorway. I respect it. I mean, why not, right? Okay, so the other team is running a hog. This is gonna be interesting.
Back in my day, we have this payload delivered already.
I want you to... So when you're doing that right there, I know, like, your teammates didn't die, but that rotation out of the doorway, I think you were fine to walk out of the door. Like, I don't think you're gonna have an issue walking out of your doorway. You kind of just... There's a time in there where you were able to heal your teammates, so... All right, purple the hog, not bad.
I appreciate the support.
Okay. Good sleep. Positioning's looking okay. Okay. You can just stay over here. You're fine. You don't have to go all the way back to spawn doors. You're gonna be fine. And you're gonna have it up in time anyway, so. All right. I'm ready to see what happens. That's an honor grenade. Try to be a little bit more accurate with your honor grenades, like, or more patient. Being accurate with it, that comes with time, but like, be more patient with it, because you're kind of just throwing it now, and you're missing those, which against that hog are gonna be super important. Good sleep though. As I say that, good sleep. Now purple the hog, purple the hog. Nice, good job. You can nano your Winston in if you want to, or wait for your soldier. What is soldier at? 69% on soldier ult, so I don't know. I would just nano your Winston in. Actually, no. Yeah, nano your Winston in. Position has been pretty good. You're definitely focusing on that. Look to your right. Okay, I mean, your soldier might have ult soon. Good sleep. Pocket your soldier now. Nice purple. I mean, so far, this has been fairly solid, in my opinion. Your positioning's been pretty good. I mean, obviously, like, I think working on your honor grenades are going to be a huge part of that. You're kind of just launching them. But, like, it's been okay. I think it's been...
No one can hide from light.
Nothing you can do here. So one thing I can already tell you do, and I'm just going to pause very quickly. One thing I can already tell that you do, and it's a good thing, you focus on your positioning. I can tell that, like, you are definitely focused on having good positioning, which I always talk about is a good start, right? And I've told that for any rank, no matter what your mechanics are, your movement, your aim, etc., if you can have good positioning, the aim and the movement will come with time, but good positioning will carry through every single rank. When I say carry, I'm not saying carry a game, but you can bring good positioning through every rank, and that is good. Like, that will help you, like, through every single rank, no matter what, if you have good knowledge of, like, where your positioning should be. So far, it's been pretty good. You know, I kind of sit in the middle. You're kind of staying around walls, right? And that's where I'm saying, like, you know, I think right now you could benefit from, like, being a little bit better with your cooldown usage or working on being patient with some of that. Like, right there, that was a good honor grenade. Then you rushed your sleep. You see what I'm saying? So being a little bit more patient with that, I think, will help. So far, it's been, like I said, pretty solid, though, in my opinion. You see what I mean right there with, like, your honor grenade? How, like, you're being accurate with one of your abilities, and your next one, you're kind of just rushing it? That's what I mean. Like, you can take your time with that one. Nice sleep. There you go. Try to ping your slept targets. Rank? No rank yet on PC because they were bronze 1 on console. So they switched to PC. Okay, who has ult here? Nano Winston in. You want to Nano Winston in this situation when your Winston goes in because your Winston can kind of help snowball and create space. Your soldier doesn't have ult, so Winston will be your best Nano target. Maybe Cass, but Nano and Winston is probably a good play here. Especially now. Perfect. Hey, this has been good. This has been good. Okay, now, yep, you're doing this right. Now sleep him. Perfect. Good patience. See what I mean there? Look at the difference when you're patient with your cooldowns rather than trying to spam them immediately. Do you see the difference there? Right? Like, there's like a huge difference between what we watch when you're just spamming your cooldowns and when you're patient with them. You see? See, it happened. You see that? You see what happened with what you did there? You weren't as patient with your ability, and then it got absolutely rolled. Like, you didn't get anybody with it. You keep, like, healing your Winston axes. That's why I'm saying, like, right now, I've been pretty happy with your positioning, actually. And chat knows how much I talk about positioning in spectating videos, or in spectating in general. Your positioning is fairly solid. I really... You know, obviously there can be improvements here and there, but like overall you have a general good idea on positioning, which I think is already a great step in the right direction. That's why this next step for you is really focusing on being patient with your abilities. And when I say be patient, keep this in mind. When I say be patient, I'm not saying be a Kiriko who waits a minute and a half to use Swift Step. What I mean by being patient is that if you see something right in front of you, it doesn't mean you have to hit your button. Right? You get what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It means that, like, you can take that extra 1/10 of a second, that extra 1/2 of a second to make sure that you get a quality nade. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Chat knows that people will go, we've seen some spectating recently where people won't even use one of their abilities, right? That's not what we're talking about being patient with the ability. We're talking about just, like, taking that extra 1/10 of a second, that extra 1/2 a second. What about jumping? I mean, yep. I spam that button. Per usual. Spam and jump is probably not a good idea. I don't suggest it. Do I do it all the time? Absolutely. I spam jump all the time. I spam jump all the time. I mean, like real talk, your positioning's been good this whole time. Your good positioning is helping you a lot right now. You said you die so much in WoW because you jump too much and can't dodge stuff. Have they fixed that? Or is that I know that used to be a huge issue in WoW for like a long time, where whenever you would jump, it would be where you were at, not where you went to. I don't know if they had changed that at any point, but which can be probably difficult. But like that used to be a thing. Back away? Yeah, I thought they might have fixed it at one point, but it definitely was a thing. Okay, so like, just to talk about this half for you, like it wasn't that bad. I think like already we've kind of seen what the improvements that you can make are. Now it's just about applying that because your position's fine. Yeah, I can't remember when they did that. Maybe that. Good morning, good morning. Go down a grenade. Keep that Sigma alive. You have to... Uh-oh, Sigma's gonna go down. Yep. Okay, so... I want to talk about what just happened there. So your reaction to the Sombra was to immediately turn around, and then you got kind of... You didn't know what you wanted to do after that, so you ended up just leaving completely, lost your soldier, and then you still have a Sigma here. So, there's like... That was a situation where you kind of saw what was happening and went, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. So, like, look what's happened now. Then this isn't on you specifically, but there could have been a better result there for your team than how this is going. Nobody really died on cart. Everybody staggered out. Thankfully, they didn't push the cart, so you're gonna have another push, which is good, but, like, you see what I'm saying? Okay, so what's the problem when you're running oh, there it is, see? There it is again. That's what I'm referencing with the honor grenades. Extra 1/10 of a second there just to make sure. You know? Positioning's fine right now. I'm okay with that honor grenade because you were trying to get the hog, like the splash damage. I've done that before. Nice. There you go. Good job. Launch it. Good sleep. Zarya's kind of out of position getting stuck. You're good. There it is. You see that? I'm just pausing again to reference your honor grenade. Did you see the honor grenade you just threw? You see what I'm saying? I am happy to see good positioning though. I will say it's really cool to see the good positioning. I'm very happy with that. Good ult. I'm okay with that. I think you over-ulted a little bit, but when I say you over-ulted, it's more of a team thing. Like, there was a window, a soldier ult, and a nano soldier. I think that it's definitely an over-ult situation, but I'd rather your team use ults than not use ults, as chat knows. You know? Positioning's a little bit all over the place, but you should be okay. Only reason why I say that is because you could have done the same thing you did there, but at a different angle. Without the soldier having the opportunity to get you. Yeah. This is kind of one of those, like, they're just kind of counter-ulting you type of situations. Good honor grenade. I mean, they're going to get you, but, like, that's a good value honor grenade. I'm happy with that one. Any of, like, the spectating stuff, you have to submit on my Discord, and then Danny will look through it and see if we do it for YouTube and all that. Good sleep. Ooh, nice heals. Good job.
No recovery. You're powered up. Get in there.
So, that was a nano that was used. That apparently got in the limb, so you ended up getting a limb with it, but I would recommend a little bit more of a well-timed nano. At that point, like, I mean, like, the chat, obviously we could go in, like, full detail about that nano, but, like, it's, we saw the nano right in front of us. You know what I mean? It's like, not an ideal nano. I'm watching. So something I want to show to you here is you started to do this thing where, like, you were playing, like, LOS with your tank right here over and over again. That's why you would want to position yourself in a spot that is a little bit more ideal for that type of play, right? Like, you could play further back. You could take this angle. You also have another support there that could help, like a BAP. You could take this angle, you could take these angles, you could take these angles, but, like, if you try to go back and forth here, you're going to end up being out of position, and it may not necessarily be on you, but that's the difference between good position and bad position. Like, I talk about this sometimes, and what makes good positioning so key, in my opinion, is you also have to kind of think about what you're doing in game a little bit less. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think a little bit less of what you have to do. And when you do that, you can concentrate more on, like, the key things, like just keeping your teammates alive, throwing good honor grenades. When you have bad positioning, you then have to worry about 5 other things that are happening, like they're in front of you, you have to move out of the way. All of this, right? That's why it's so key to have good positioning, and that's a moment there where you see that, where when the positioning started to stray away from good positioning, it became a little bit more like, oh, what do I do, right? But in reality, good positioning can kind of take away that a little bit. That's super helpful, so.
I was tired of fighting alone.
Focus on good positioning here. I want you to stick with this good positioning. Should be fine. Just keep your teammates up. You're good, you're good, you're good. You have time. Wow, that took a while, huh? I'm okay with that. I'll explain why I'm okay with that in a second. I do want to point something out though. Your Ana grenade would have been in a little bit better of a spot going for the grab. In hindsight, you ended up actually purple in the Lucio and they ended up wasting beat. But like, purple to grab. Second of all, I want you to also. There's also this situation that can happen sometimes, and I want you to recognize this. You have a BAP on your team, okay? So if your backline's taking a little bit of damage, you don't necessarily have to sit there and spam heal your backline. You can keep your tank alive there, right? Your BAP can just burst heal the ground, AoE heal. Like, you don't have to really... Obviously, if you're running like a Zen there, that's different, right? You're going to have to worry a little bit more about that. But when you're running BAP Ana, the way that you play that can be a little bit different, right? Because you have to... You're like, oh, wait, I can focus on something a little bit more... like healing the tank there who's playing aggressively and at the doorway, then turning around and then letting your tank get low HP. Now, granted, your tank is playing a little bit too aggro, and that's a part of that problem. Positioning, right? But, like, my point is that in that situation, remember that you have a BAP. Yeah, so... Overall, here's my opinion. I liked your positioning for the most part. The mechanics will come a time. It wasn't too bad to begin with. For being, like... just kind of new to PC after playing on console. Overall, like, you were playing fairly well. I really want you to look at the cooldowns, though, that we were showing you and how you were using them, and I really, really want you to focus on that, because that was a big part of the problem that you were having, was that, like, you kind of spammed your cooldowns and would just waste them. And it's not like you were spamming them in a way that, like, you didn't know where to use your cooldowns. You were using them in a correct area. They just weren't hidden because you were just using them immediately when you can wait that extra 10th of a second. So, overall... not a bad game, though. I think you'll be good. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, sub to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. A lot of awesome videos on there. If you want to submit your own spectating, look at the description below. You'll see my Discord. My Discord's where you can do that. Follow everything in the description if you haven't. As you can see, we record these live on stream. That's the Twitch chat right there that you're seeing. We have a ton of fun. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.